What's going on, everyone? Your favorite jealous hater is back with some more beef. So moving forward into 2021, I figured it was finally time for Apoc the Messiah to finally shed his light on the 8 Passengers, a family vlog channel with over 2.4 million subs, and has been highly requested by all the jealous haters. And you know, when you think a channel based around a family just living their life couldn't get any more cringe, they make a mockery out of a global pandemic. Now, I'm pretty sure some of you have some form of knowledge of who these weirdos are and the cruel and unusual punishments they implement on their children. But today, that's not exactly my focus here. That's set for future content. The point today's video is that they obviously faked getting sick during these crazy times. In fact, from what it looks and sounds like, they were celebrating it. Okay, let's personally attack people, but not like in a harassing way. Somebody needs to tell these kids to buckle the fuck up.
We got test results back.
Drowsy face, sluggish voice, the dead eyes. Definitely a pill popper.
Kevin has tested positive for COVID.
Dad contracted the virus. He's going to die a slow, horrible, painful death. What a fucking loser.
Who thought putting this in the vlog was a good idea? Damn, if they throw shit and shame others just for getting sick, imagine what they'd do if one of them actually died.
I hereby decree a family vote.
I take it back now. She's a daytime drinker.
I don't know if I said that.
Sleep outside! Yeah!
Yeah, sleep outside, filth.
Why don't these people just pull a Governor Kuma and send his ass off to a nursing home to beat old people?
Are you feeling sad, Kevin?
Well, how would you feel if your own family basically publicly shamed you in front of millions and called you a loser just for contracting something that could possibly kill you? Be pretty if you ask me.
Oh, he just wants to play the piano.
Ooh, play Pete's Tiny Erectic. Pete's Little Tiny Erectic.
The question is, do we all
Get COVID!
COVI!
get COVID?
We're gonna stay home anyway. So
Do we all share a communal cup and try to get sick?
Better idea, Ruby. Why don't you just line them all up and have Dad cough on them like a damn firing squad? Next. Why in the hell would anyone ever purposely try to get their family sick? This isn't just like a regular cold or something. This thing has shut down entire countries.
But who wants COVID?
No, it'll just happen. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, fuck my family.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of you already had it.
Maybe that's because they were all in a small ass room, basically swallowing the same air, doing literally everything they can to not prevent themselves from getting sick. Either this is all bullshit, which it is, or this household is just full of nothing but a bunch of crayon eaters. I'm game for both.
Where do you think you got it? Work?
Well, I work on a campus as 43,000 people.
Yeah, well, that will do it.
So
You
I'm
think you got
sure.
it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Wait, what?
So
You
I'm
think you got
sure.
it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
Didn't this vlog pop off with the entire household roasting the father for testing positive, but now he's pretty sure he has it? Something's fishy here.
Virus can do that. Sad, happy.
Kill you, make you sad, or make you happy?
People are dying.
This little girl straight up made some sort of a pandemic chart with her family's names on it so she can slap in an emoji whenever one of them is sad, happy, or dead. This f***ing family is twisted.
I tested positive.
Rational reaction if you ask me.
Are you serious? What?
I feel bad because I know I affected people, right? My whole volleyball team has to quarantine.
She didn't feel bad when they went off to the zoo during quarantine.
Oh no.
And they're all gonna know it was me.
She's acting like she slept with all her friends' boyfriends or some shit instead of getting them all apparently sick.
Did you just get the test results back this morning?
Mm-hmm.
You have COVID.
Why is Ruby acting surprised? She purposely was trying to give it to them. I wouldn't put it past her if she made like Rona pie. Not to mention, all these people tested positive, but not one has any sort or form of evidence proving so.
Sherry, how are you feeling?
Looking pretty chipper to me.
I'm afraid all of us are gonna end up
Having it.
having it.
This is the same freak that suggested her family drink out of the same damn cup so that they can all get sick. Now she's apparently afraid of getting it? Okay.
I'm so sorry. Is your team gonna be so mad at you?
Worried more about what the team thinks rather than her daughter's own health.
I think if they are, it'll be really immature.
Yeah, well, probably not as immature as pointing your finger at your own father, calling him a loser for contracting the Rona, throwing things at him, and publicly shaming him. But yeah, the volleyball team will be
Immature.
Because I got it from a family member, and there's really nothing you can do.
You could try to actually quarantine yourself. That'd be a fucking start.
Yeah, honey, you can't control if you get COVID from
No
your
one wears a
dad.
mask.
Actually, you can. At least you can try by separating him from the rest of the family or not suggesting.
Well, Dad has it now, so f it. Let's go get COVI.
Pretty simple shit.
I don't want to kill anybody, so I'm taking the first bite.
Yeah, so just a heads up, this little embryo made a cake. It's not really relevant to this anime story arc, but I wanted to throw it in because it's quite comical to hear people not wanting to
Kill anyone over baking.
but take 0 steps in preventing something that could actually kill them.
Dad's been up there hacking.
There were 3 days of solid, like,
I'm gonna
I
die.
felt like I was going to die. And now
It's so
it
blurry.
just feels like a bad cold.
Yeah.
Funny how this vlog is based around everyone getting sick and a lot of claims about symptoms, yet nobody looks or even seems sick at all.
Well, maybe they didn't want to film themselves while they were resting, Apoc. They don't have to share everything.
So they can share when they test positive, but not after? That doesn't add up. And let's not pretend like they really care about bothering each other, because the moment that the dad was confirmed, his family fucking shamed him.
Yesterday, I felt like I was gonna die for about 2 hours because
Dying's fun.
I assumed that since I had no symptoms, I was fine. And so I did a home workout, which turned out to be a horrible mistake because I spent all morning vomiting.
Well, that kinda just sounds like you're out of shape.
Maybe you should do a little more cardio.
That was like really not smart, but I feel fine now.
Well, gee whiz, it's a miracle.
You were so good. How was it though?
Good. It's just a natural reaction to cry.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ah, I remember my first house pounding.
Such fond memories.
My friend just asked me to homecoming.
You ain't got no friends, motherfucker.
Homecoming, you must be this tall in order to say no.
I figured Rona would be the deal breaker, but I guess not.
I think Dad and I are going to go homecoming shopping. So here's the thing.
And here comes the pile of shit excuses to break quarantine. Now, I really don't feel like getting a copyright claim against me, especially since this family, Ruby, is notorious for claiming and striking channels that cover her drama. So instead of listening to this dork ramble on, I'll sum up the bullshit for you. So basically, just getting to the point, she just wants to break quarantine so she can go to a dance. And even though the title claims that the family took a 4-week isolation period, and the description claims a 3 to 4 week isolation period, the daughter wants to cut her quarantine short, even though other members of her family are still sick and in quarantine. Let that sink in.
If you get COVID and test positive, then 10 days after that you can leave. You're presumed to be immune to it.
Where in the hell did she get this information from? There are plenty of other cases where people have gotten sick twice, or even just become a carrier. Also, does she not know what the word presumed means? It's based off of a probability, as in not a fact or an actuality. If anything, like I said, she would become a carrier. She would be risking lives just because she wants to go to a lame-ass dance with some douche named Brad. Not to mention, what's up with their quarantine timeline? Her and her dad apparently go shopping, but in the next scene, it's only day 7. So did she even quarantine for the allotted time? The 10 days? Presumably not.
Can dogs get COVID? Hope not.
Oh man, look at that concern for another creature's well-being.
So compassionate.
If she doesn't know if she can pass the sickness off to her animal, you know, basically a member of her family, then why in the hell is she making out with it?
I am sick. And I have COVID.
You know, maybe this is why we have anti-maskers. Because of people like the 8 passengers, every time one of them tests positive, they all just laugh and shrug it off.
Chad's not too happy because what this means for him is he has to start quarantine all over again.
Wait a minute, didn't the daughter just go on about as long as she quarantined for 10 days, it doesn't matter if someone else is sick within your household, you can still leave willy-nilly? So Chad here has to restart his quarantine because mom got sick. Even if he's already hit the 10 days, he has to restart, but the daughter doesn't? Liar.
And he has been trying so patiently to wait so he could go back and play football. But now that I am sick, our quarantine starts over.
This is literally the exact opposite to what the daughter was just stating not moments ago. Who edits these vlogs? How do so many plot holes get through? Either they just don't care or they must think really low of their subscribers because this is just flat out bullshit.
It is like no illness I've ever had before. It's not predictable. It's very unpredictable.
Unpredictable means the inability to predict something. Ruby was actively trying to infect her family with a virus that's plaguing the earth. Predictably is out the fucking window.
So my plan of action is just to really take it easy during the times where I feel really good.
Here's a suggestion. Put down the damn camera and focus on getting better instead of monetizing sickness.
Our family is just going to lie low and do like the bare minimum and just try to get better.
How is your family lying low when your husband just took your daughter shopping and she's apparently going to homecoming after all of you tested positive? This makes no sense.
Chad's sick.
Fucking Chad.
Stance of this video is about 3.5 weeks.
You can backtrack some of their other vlogs prior to this one, which was posted October 5th, 2020, to 10 to even 5 days before it was published. September 25th, one of them got their ears pierced, and then they took the whole family to a fucking zoo. And October 2nd, they had a field trip to some sort of a museum or something.
But Apoc, they all wore a mask.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter if you're supposed to be in quarantine. Not to mention, they didn't wear a mask the entire time while being infected with the Rona. So, yeah.
Alright, you guys, I hope you're staying safe. I hope that you're staying well.
Because we're not.
Apparently.
How's it giving Julie COVID right now?
Yeah. Can I go with you? You're gonna get tested.
Are you sick?
Bye, you guys.
Our pandemic plague was brought to you by Square.